Welcome to Gone Outdoors. Kyle Agre and Scott Brewer of Brewer Agre Outdoors. Talking hunting, talking fishing, and talking just about anything you can do outdoors. This episode of Gone Outdoors is brought to you by Ray's Sport Marine, your local Lund Boats and Bennington Pontoon dealer in Moorhead. RaysMarineMoorhead.com. Adventure RV across from the fairgrounds in West Fargo, your number one RV dealer in the FM area. AdventureRVSales.com. Are you fishing for a snack or gas in Lakes Country? Lakeland General Store is your one-stop shop in the Lakes area at the junction of Highways 59 and 34 in Dunvilla. Devil's Lake Tourism, Line-X of Fargo. This is Line-X Country, home of the adventurous. And Onyx Fish. Find your next fishing spot with Onyx Fish. onxmaps.com/fish. And it is a great time to be an outdoor enthusiast, whether you're into the fishing side of it, into the hunting side of it, into the just being out in the woods, on the prairie, on the water, whatever it is, it's a great time. Mr. Brewer, I don't think you'd argue, right? We've got it going on right now. Another domino has fallen. When we talked earlier in the previous weeks, we've talked about all the dominoes being our different seasons that are starting, that are kicking off, and we got waterfowl season kicking off for residents here in North Dakota, and that's a pretty exciting time.
Yeah, it certainly is. All these hunting seasons just keep coming at us, one after another, and it gets. For those of you that like to do all of them, or at least attempt to do as many of them as you can, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher each week to figure out what you're going to try and do. You know, and Mother Nature with this nice weather might help some people because they might think, well, there's too many. We haven't had a good hard freeze yet. I don't know if I want to go sit in the stand, get chewed up by mosquitoes. Or it's such a beautiful day, I'm going to go spend some time on the water, or whatever it is. If you like nice weather, you got it. If you like not nice weather, I'm pretty sure it's going to be coming. It's Mother Nature always makes things even out, so those days will come as well. So
yeah, we had a few of them last weekend.
Yeah, we had some wet ones, at least because I was in a boat for all those wet days. And fortunately, it wasn't too windy. Fortunately, it wasn't too cold. Because if you get all three of those, wet, windy, and cold at the same time, which both of us have spent many days in a boat on days like that.
Been there.
That is no fun.
Brings to mind when you say all three of them, a couple of those days up on the Winnipeg River in Manitoba, when we were almost in the fetal position, just trying to hold our rods, waiting for a bite, freezing our tails off.
And the snow starting to come down when the rain switches over to snow. But those are memories, and a lot of those are good memories, because the day I'm thinking of, and I think it's probably the same day you're thinking of, we ended up catching a very, very nice fish, a couple of them very late in the day, after many of the teams had said, heck with it, and went in for the day. And we stuck it out, and we were rewarded for that.
We were, but let's be completely transparent and honest. At various times during that afternoon, both of us suggested that we call it and head on in and seek warmer shelter.
Just not at the same time.
But not at the same time. That's right. Yep. A very, very memorable day for sure. And there's going to be many, many more of those days coming yet this fall even. And for all of us that are out there enjoying the outdoors, it's a great, great time to be doing it. It's a great, great time to be enjoying it. And we thank you, because there is so much going on. We thank you for tuning in, whether you're in the tractor, whether you're in the combine, whether you're in the truck heading to and from wherever it might be in the outdoors, or maybe you're at home or at work today and just tuning in on the radio. We appreciate it. It is great to have you with us. And there is a lot going on. There's been a lot going on. We had the Cormorant Classic FM Walleyes Unlimited tournament last weekend, Scott.
38th annual.
You alluded to some rainy days, and that tournament just has this knack of bringing together the good days and the bad when it comes to weather wise, and it's always unpredictable.
It certainly is. And you throw weather to the side, there were so many big fish caught in that tournament. It's absolutely crazy. Each day, there was 100 walleyes, over 20 inches caught, which is very, very good. That lake is so healthy with nice fish right now. I remember how many years ago it was that they got zebra mussels. It was, I don't know, 10 years ago, Kyle,
Well, it's
10,
been more than
12,
that.
15 years
Yeah,
ago.
probably closer to 15.
And everybody was all worried about the walleye population. And you don't have to worry about it. The walleye population is very, very good in there. A lot of very nice fish and smallmouth. I mean, holy cow, if you want to take a kid out or yourself out and just go have a good time and catch a whole bunch of very, very nice smallmouth, throw your boat in, head on down to Bird Island. It's easy to tell where Bird Island is. It's where all the birds are. And just hang around there for a while and your arms will be sore catching smallmouth. It is just so much fun to get
Look,
out there on a nice fall day.
lot of good memories involved in that tournament. And we're going to hear later on in the show. In fact, next segment, we're going to hear from Brian Bjorkman. He and his son won that tournament. They came out on top of the field. We're going to hear a little bit more about that. We'll have some more details on some of the traditions of that event. Big night last night, Scott, over at the Minnesota Fishing Hall of Fame. We had a new class inducted and some familiar names and faces that were part of that class, pretty close to both you and I. Big congrats to the entire inaugural class of 2025. You've got John Thielen, Don Persch, Nishaim Bate, but then you have really good friend Jimmy Bell. I had the privilege of introducing him last night for his induction, and then our good friends over there at Ray's Sport Marine. We have had the honor and the privilege of being a part of helping that organization for quite a few years, and they've helped us out here on Gone Outdoors, and it's great to see that organization get a recognition like the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it certainly is. And I highly recommend if you are ever in the Little Falls area, especially in the summertime, and you don't drive by the Minnesota Fishing Hall of Fame ever. They are constantly changing stuff up in there. It's never the same twice, and they have so much cool stuff. Highly recommend that you make a visit.
I would second that, Scott. Absolutely would. And I would second the fact that if you're listening to Gone Outdoors right now, you got to stick around because we've got some great guests. As I mentioned, Brian Bjorkman will join us next segment talking about the 38th annual Cormorant Fall Classic. We're also going to be joined by Kyle Blanchfield, Woodland Resort Devils Lake. He is an avid waterfowl hunter. And today is North Dakota opening day of the waterfowl season. We're going to get a report from Kyle and more of just a big seasonal overview, too, just how things are, how are conditions, and what are his predictions for the year. Ray Sogard, president of the Minnesota Forest Zone Trappers Association. We're going to learn a little bit about what they do and what their mission is and look at some of the fundraising efforts that they're making right now. Folks, you're not going to want to miss it. We do have to go take a quick break right now, but stick with us. We'll be back with more Gone Outdoors.
Looking for somewhere to get all your fishing information in one place? Onyx Fish Midwest has something for you. Search for new fishing areas with filtering features such as species, abundance, trophy potential, lake survey info, regulations, and area insights are just a click away.
Getting to your target lake has never been easier with access points and public land ownership clearly marked on Onyx Fish. Mark and customize waypoints and weather for your exact location. Use code BA Outdoors to get 20% off Onyx Fish Midwest at onyxmaps.com.